The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
Hey man, I love it when I can get brothers together to unify to have conversation about things that's going on trending, man. I got my dog Guy on the show. I got my boy Rob on the show. Both of these
Yeah.
brothers has contributed to my channel in ways that I'm
What's
very
up?
highly appreciative of it. How your day going though, Guy, man? Talk to me, man.
Man, it's going good, man. I had the daughter today. Well, it was my weekend, so we chilled this weekend, man. As you can see, I posted. I was doing my Legos, man, last night.
I seen
Putting
that.
together a Ford Shelby GT,
Yeah, that's
1,464 pieces,
Is that hard to put together? Like, is that a challenge?
bro. No, because it's a booklet, but you got to make sure you following it. But with Legos, bro, like it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to sit it down, bro, and walk away from it for like 3 weeks, just so I can get other shit done. Because if I don't, bro, I'll sit at that table and I'll be doing that shit all day. And I got another car I'm getting ready to build too. So,
but that's healthy though, because that takes time. Yeah.
I got my daughter into it too. So she got her own little Lego table over there, and she does her thing. So
yeah,
have you seen it's something we do together.
Have you seen the Pharrell movie, the Lego movie?
No, I'm gonna take her to go see it next weekend.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to my boy. Hold on.
Yep,
How your
appreciate it, man.
how your week been, Rob? I've been seeing you putting the content out.
Yeah, man. I've
Yeah.
been, just dropping the content, man, pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self, man.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
yeah, definitely, man.
That's what's up, man. I
what's up.
enjoyed your live stream the other day when you had Beyonce and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. It cut out on me, but yeah, man, they pump fake. I thought it was gonna be a Beyonce show. I'm thinking she gonna perform for Kamala. That's what was being promoted,
Yeah.
and they did the old bait and switch. on
Switcheroo.
it.
And
Yeah.
they was booing Kamala when she came out. I seen that people was booing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was kind of crazy though, man.
That's crazy.
Everything crazy right now. 2020. What's y'all thoughts on 2024? Cat Williams kicked it off talking about this the year of exposure. January the 2nd on Club Shay Shay.
Guess what? He ain't lied not once.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real, man. Damn. But Lil Durk, man, that one kind of hit like crazy because it's like
Let's
to
get into
think
it.
that he would have put all of that, all of that energy into taking people out, having that much money, man, it's crazy, huh?
That's crazy.
Like I said, one thing I said, bro, is the fact that money don't change who you are.
Yeah.
Money don't change who you are. So your mindset is still your mindset. Chief Keef was the smartest person out of all of them.
Yeah.
He moved to Cali and been in Cali and ain't been in nothing. He done got his life right. You don't hear nothing about Chief Keef. None of that. And here you got Lil Durk out here doing stupid. How dumb can you be, bro? Like to fly people down to a whole nother state on top of you commit the it's cameras everywhere in Cali.
That's what I
in
wanted
LA.
to get to. That's what
It's cameras everywhere. What are you thinking? And then they shoot the wrong person. You put the hit on Quando Rondo and they kill his cousin.
Right.
That's a fact.
You know what Dirk say, man? If I can't get you, I got to get your closest kin.
He said
And it's stupid.
Yeah.
And because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I honestly, me personally, nobody knew what Quando Rondo was unless an assailant from his own gang. And I always feel like Brick Baby had something to do with that.
He did, man. He had something to do with it.
Oh,
He had something to do with that.
yeah.
And that's why if you watch
He's
the
on
interviews,
camera.
bro.
This is why I ain't gonna just put nobody out there like that, but he's on camera
Yeah.
confirming that this man slid because of this. So when you go out like that and speak on it, I hold you totally. Yeah, you know something.
And
you
if
doing
we
something.
hold them accountable, imagine what they doing.
right,
I wouldn't be surprised if Big Brick Baby will get picked up next weekend. Real talk.
Mhm.
But you know what, though, guys? I want you to tell me something, though. That Beverly Center where that incident happened at, because I went out there the day after that to that mall. And I thought that I was at the White House. It was so many cameras out there. Like digital cameras and stuff everywhere. Like, how can you commit a crime right there and think you're going to get away with it, fam?
You're in West LA. West LA is number Jews.
Mm-hmm.
The Beverly Center, man. My uncle started off there at Macy's, man. He's an executive now for Macy's.
Yeah.
That's one of his stores he used to run back in the day. But you also got to understand, that's not the first incident, bro. Like who got shot? Light-skinned dude, light-skinned rapper with braids.
PNB and Rock.
Dilla, not Jay Dilla, but Dollar.
From Atlanta.
He got killed at the Beverly Center.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
And then there's little stuff that going around there, bro. You not finna get away with shit in West LA.
You know, they said that it's crimes that happen in LA that they got so many cameras in LA they can track you everywhere your car is going. Like if you ain't used to the infrastructure or the layout of the land, then you don't need to steal a bicycle out there. Cause you gonna get your whole ass gonna get caught, fam.
Right.
What y'all think about the title that's up under y'all, man? The OGs failed the youth. I think we might have some disagreements, but I'm cool with disagreements. Did the OGs fail the youth in y'all opinion?
I'm gonna say I always speak on controlled opposition. You know what I mean, for the black community. So it's hard for me to say, you know, I don't want to put none of them down, but I feel like the forces that they was going against is just too strong. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's interesting. I like it. I didn't think about that.
I don't feel like the OGs failed him. I feel like this generation just don't listen.
Yeah.
But what should they listen to? What do they have to listen to?
Well, one, think about it like this. If my OG not in jail, if my OG is still, he probably out here doing his life, but he not in jail or behind bars, or you got somebody trying to speak life into you and tell you, hey, or somebody like Wallow to sit you down and have a full podcast and telling you bit by bit, bro, on, hey, that's not what you want.
Okay.
Like he talked about him forgiving his brother's killer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play.
Come on, man. Like he did a TED talk on that. Mm-hmm. So you have to really understand, like, these dudes do not listen. He told Young Thug the same thing. These dudes do that's why I said money do not change you.
Was it too? I feel like for Young Thug and Durk, it was too late when Wallow said that. It was already over and done.
They was already recording the phone. The snitch was already in the wire.
It was already done.
Behind Durk with the wire roll.
Right. He sure was.
But you know,
he sure was.
My take on this, I like both of y'all takes because I'm different from both of y'all. These niggas, Diddy, he an OG.
Yeah.
He failed the youth. Jay-Z, I like Jay-Z. He ain't giving no game. Birdman, the nigga robbing Master P from $400 million to $400. You know what I'm saying? He don't own none of his masters or none of that. I feel like the older niggas don't set an example of leadership. Who set the best example to y'all?
I beg to differ on that because you look at their lifestyle, right? None of them never been to jail. None of them out here ain't doing crime. Like, they both, everybody you talked about done grew up in the hood. Right. Done had some adversity.
Except Diddy.
Right. Except Diddy. I mean, Diddy grew up but Diddy, that's different. He grew up in the hood, but I mean,
that was freak that was freak boy shit. That wasn't murder game all. I don't know, it might have been, but
it probably was. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't blame them. I don't blame Diddy. I don't blame because they wasn't in their circle. Just like Meek Mill. Like, right. So Jay-Z looked out for Meek. Yeah. When Meek could have crashed out.
Yeah. Paid Lil Wayne taxes.
Paid Lil Wayne taxes. So at the end of the day, like, you also got to understand this. Who you keep at and who your company is. If Durk was around Jay-Z before Von got killed, I don't think Von would have got killed. Because Durk would have had Von. Right? And they would have been around somebody that they see, okay, there's a different outlet. We don't have to dibble and we can dibble in music, but yet y'all still holding on to the street. It's the same thing that T.I. told Jeezy when his first album was finna be released. Bro, you can't do both.
Can't do both. Yeah, I remember
that. Can't do both. But check this out. Let's look at it this way, right? Okay. Let's say you know, we've been battling with this white supremacy for a long time. But let's say with the riches of Diddy, let's say Durk, if we can look back on this, who is winning by us having all of this destruction?
The record labels.
Record labels. So what I'm saying is, all of this ain't happening is just bad for us. It seems like it's good for somebody else. As we sitting here pointing fingers, it's like,
I like it.
Hold on, somebody really making some money right now. Durk losing a lot of money. Diddy lost a lot of money. Kanye West lost a lot of money. When are we gonna say, dang, do we really like? Let's just look at the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Losing a lot. We done lost land. We done lost a lot. From this country. So it's like, just to see us keep losing is just not. I can't just keep blaming that on us. You get what I'm saying?
Do you think, Rob, that those people would have been put in those positions that they was in if they was, because they got put in those positions to me because they was obedient to those people?
Yeah, I think they gotta have something on you. If we see what the politicians right now, those same people who was like at Diddy parties, these are the same people that's rooting for Kamala. I mean, I think it's just some type of real gang activity going on at the top where they like, I gotta have something on you for you to even have money like this. You know what I mean? I gotta be able to pull it.
Be able to pull you back.
Naked for some reason. I can't just have you have power, you say what you want. That's just how I'm coming. You know, in my analogy of all of this, it's just making sense that I can't have you out there freely and I can't take nothing from you. You know what I mean?
I got it.
Right. I believe that.
I like that. I like that take, Fel, because I see all the, and you know, I ain't for none of these people. I don't like Trump personally. I can agree with some of his politics. Kamala, it's so much weird stuff going on that it's confusing. But I see what you're saying though, because I see all the entertainers embracing. It's kind of weird. It's like they might got something on these people where they have to show support.
Exactly.
Or am I tripping? Am I wilding, guy? Am I assuming?
Right.
Nope. Too much assumption.
You ain't tripping.
Let's play the clip. Let's play the clip. You talked about Wallow giving $1 million worth of game to Durk. Let's get to the first clip of the show.
When I was young, ain't too many give me the game. And I know ain't got no dads out here. You know? He happy a grown ass man and he happy that his dad back. Grown. He's like, damn, because he missed that shit. They gave y'all game that was beneficial to them and it wasn't beneficial to y'all, and it put y'all in a fucked up position in life. This is the first time in my life. Tomorrow I'll be out of penitentiary 5 fucking years. I've never been out of the penitentiary a year since I was 11. I spent 5 years in the juvenile system, 20 years in the penitentiary. I'm 42 years old. I spend most of my time on this planet in a cell. So I'm just sprinkling the game with y'all. Some of y'all gonna get it, and I know some of y'all want to change, but the environment don't allow you. Y'all ain't got the shot. And y'all don't have it. And in that ghetto, you just don't have the finances to really move outside of the poverty and the conditions that we boxed the fuck into. So I know y'all up against the fucking 8 ball. But if you could think, man, don't never lose your imagination, because you're gonna be able to see farther in the neighborhood. And that's why every time y'all go out with him on tour or go somewhere, take advantage of what you seeing, man. That exposure will change your mind. Cause we gotta get it right so we can take care of these babies. Because so many of y'all in this room, the OGs, when they see you, you know what they say? You rhyme just like your daddy. Your daddy homies is not in position, to just out here living off of memories. They can't give you no game because they on drugs or they ain't in position. So they'll just tell you some shit, you just like your daddy. And the sad thing is, you just like your daddy. You ain't never get a chance to get another fucking life, man. You never got a shot. So I understand, man. But if you can see, try to look outside of this shit, because there's a world that's fucking waiting for y'all, man. It's a real world that's waiting for y'all. You know.
The clip was longer, man, but I didn't want to play the whole 4 minutes, man. That daddy part, it hit me because I was raised without my father, fam, man. Looking at the way the world is now that I'm a grown man and seeing a lot of the brothers now taking care of their kids. A lot of black men really is in their kids' life nowadays.
Right.
Early. And my era growing up, that wasn't what the case. And I look at I don't know if both of y'all seen the Nick Cannon and Candace Owens interview.
Candace Owens.
But I look at how government assistance played a part in the destruction of the black community because it took the man out the house.
Couldn't have a man inside. Man couldn't live in the house in order for you to get government assistance.
We give you the food
Period.
stamps, the Obama phone. You got free rent. You get everything you need.
Section 8.
Section 8, but you can't have a man in the house.
Direction, protection.
That was diabolical, bro.
Yeah.
Who do now? When did that start? I don't got the education on that, but when did that start, and who put that in play? That's what we need to figure out, fam. Who put that in play? Who's guilty for that? Because that was, like God said, diabolical, fam.
It got to be somebody tied to Hollywood, because if you look at it, the same thing that was going on in the community, it was portrayed in Hollywood. If you've seen like the Boys in the Hood movie, if you've seen everything that was portrayed on the screen for us as well, it was like kind of the same thing that was going on in the hood. So you know the shenanigans. I remember when Martin came out, the Larry Johnson and the woman in the dress. It was like,
yeah,
they were like trying to break us way back then, man. They was just trying to make things more acceptable to now, where it's like
normalized.
You know, it's normal. Yeah.
It's crazy, man, because I know, man, I grew up, my grandma raised me, and my uncles and my aunties. Like, my dad was in and out. My mom had a drug addiction. She was out doing her thing. So I understand exactly what that looked like, bro. And it made me, when I had my daughter, to be in, I don't give a damn if me and her mom not together anymore.
Dad.
Bro, I'm not going nowhere. Like, I'm in for life. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to break that cycle. You got to want to break that cycle. You know, and I tell women all the time, I got 5 sisters. Yeah. And I tell them all the time, like, who you choose to have we will let you know exactly what our intentions are as men.
Fast.
Who you choose to lay down with and have a child with, it don't just affect you. Right. It affects everybody. So choose wisely.
Even after you're dead and gone, it has an effect.
Right. So at the end of the day, you have to choose. Like, you really have to be self-conscious on who you laying down with, what you doing. Is he wasting your time? Even as men, is she wasting your time? Yeah, all that stuff. You know, it plays a part. So you have to be mindful about it.
That's true.
Right. No. You saying some real stuff, but do you notice how, like, if we look at the animal kingdom, lions, tigers, and bears, they could just be together. It ain't no bad lion or no good lion. Everybody is just
together.
Solid. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm thinking that because if we look at other cultures, we see that they're all solid. You know, they can get, there's no differentiate of, classes of their culture. Everybody is pretty much the same. But when you come to the black community, it's like these levels of people. You got like the lower black, then you got like a high, somebody that's got some money. Because I had both of my parents, right, with their mom and dad, 40-some years, right? Yeah. But I got friends and partners that didn't have the father there. And I can tell as far as emotionally how they handle themselves. You know what I mean?
Talk that talk, fam.
Yeah, like they'll come to me and be like, man, bro, I see how like you're not emotional. And, it's sometimes I can see it, but it's just like, how do we get out of that as a people? How do we have these 3 levels of, you know what I mean?
I love what you said. Yeah, both of y'all killing shit tonight too. I think as a black race, that don't even exist. We just don't even know who we are. That's why it's levels and structures and shit to that, because we really don't know who we are. And we got to do our genealogy to know who we are, and then we know what tribe we come from, we know where we from, and we know what to represent. But we don't even know what to represent. And then back to the father question. I remember being that emotional nigga because I didn't have no father. I remember wilding out on the police, ready to fight, talking out my ass, talking crazy, being emotional. And then I had a humbling experience that made me silent. Multiple humbling experiences. And growing up without a father, fam, it is a a serious impact, because look at Lil Durk, the decision that he made to retaliate and react, and his father was in prison, and like Guy was saying, it's diabolical because he's going to be held accountable for something that he did. He obviously did what he did or whatever. I don't know if he's guilty of what he did, but that emotion and not having a father and that structure that was created by the government to not be able to have a father in the house, to obtain food stamps and free living and all of that stuff just to be able to raise them. That shit crazy.
Yeah,
that shit
you see
crazy.
the war that's going on against us, to where it's like, I think some people expecting us to win the war, or they think we don't want it, or they think we ain't going through a war, or they thinking that what we happened in the 60s with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King that is dead, or is that, we're just, we got more power to do whatever we want, but it's still going on out here. Every day somebody being drafted into the dope game, into the drug game, just like the NBA, just like the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So what's stopping? It's like a same cycle. We just having the same thing keep going on,
I think like we lack accountability.
Yeah.
As men.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, he made a choice.
Yeah.
Everybody have free will. Like, what you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you really have to understand his mindset of, okay, they were saying I had to get back. Mm-hmm. And he let that get to his head when in reality, bro, you didn't have to get no get back.
Yeah.
You still have to live your life. You got kids out here you got to take care of. You got a whole family.
That's your get back. That emotion. That's that emotion.
But look, that's just like y'all saying, the black kids, see, our black youth, we're easily influenced. See, if you try that with other cultures, go try that with the Jewish kids and try to go do something stupid. They ain't gonna do it.
Nope. You know because they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose out on the trust fund. They're gonna lose out on all kinds of shit.
They got something. It's structure. It's structure there. You know what I mean?
God says
we're the only kids that we get tricked out of the dumbest stuff every time.
Yep. And that's where I say, man, therapy is very important.
Yeah.
Because I thank God for my uncles, bro. Like, for real, man. Both my uncles, man, didn't play no games. And where I grew up at, bro, you had the A-trays on one side, you had the 9-0s on the other side, you had the Hoovers on the other side.
And that ain't even what mile radius is that?
Bro, that's around the block.
Right.
It's down the street.
Right.
That's down the street, bro. So
I got
you
a question
pick one.
for you. Right. Do you feel like those gangs, that could have been in the creation with like the Willie Lynch? Do you think that gang activity could have been created by white supremacy to be held against us? What you think? No?
I think what it was created for, if they would have held some structure, I think we would have been good. But the fact that it broke off, and when you break off, that means somebody else mindset is not the same as the person who created it.
Right.
So evidently, when they created the Crips and the Bloods, it was a branch off for the Bloods to be made, because the one who made the Bloods was tired of being up under somebody, when in reality, if he would just set his ass down and understand the structure and what we're doing here, we wouldn't be dealing with the shit we're dealing with now when it comes to gangs. Because people call California the motherland of gangs, of Crips and Bloods. It's like, bro, why? Why is that? I understand it originated here, but at the same time, bro, you got Crips and Bloods in areas where you be like, what?
Got Crips and Bloods.
How the hell is that?
You go to my old neighborhood in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's rolling 60s, 87 kitchen Crips, 5 Deuce Hoovers, 53rd Avalon Crips in the same neighborhood.
Bro, that's all where I grew up.
Right.
Bro, I got friends from 60s. I got friends from Avalon. My cousins from Avalon.
That's all the same street, 50s to the 60s.
Bro.
But how
the hell?
They took a lot of lives. Y'all got to think, man. It's a lot of brothers in that grave, man.
Yes.
Like, that is a big portion of how brothers died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In jail?
That or jail. But pretty much that gang life took a lot of brothers out, man.
Yeah.
We got
in the early 90s, early 80s, 80s, late 80s. Yeah.
I got something. I ain't gonna forget what you said, guy, because you said something caught my attention. But why are we so easily influenced? Why, like the women, the men, the black people we can be sold anything. They can say that this hot damn cranberry juice is organic and sugar free, and they can put rat juice in this motherfucker, and we still buy the shit. Like, why are we so easily influenced, fam?
Because no home structure, bro. Like, you got to be taught some discipline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be taught some discipline. Everything is not everything. That's why they got to say it. Everything ain't glitter ain't gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have some discipline, bro. Like, you don't have to have everything. It's okay to stand. It's okay to stand firm on yourself.
Yeah. You said something, guy, that caught my attention. I need both of y'all perspective of this. I listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson a lot, to his show. Y'all know Neil deGrasse Tyson, don't y'all? The scientist.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
My dog.
I don't agree too much with him, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't agree with him that much neither, though, but I can tell he's a very intelligent nigga, though. But he said something. I said something about Durk. He said Durk had free will. Do y'all think free will is free?
No, listen. So I like what he said. He was saying like free will, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we look at how China run their country, they organize where you go or what you do. It's not your choice. You feel me? You know? Yeah, they run that. So here in America, I feel like we think we got the choices, but they influence us heavily with the options that they want us to do. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we think we got options, but I had the same, goals as a kid as, kids in my neighborhood. We wanted to be in the NBA. They wanted to be in the NFL. They wanted to be rappers. And then when I look, it's that way all the way around the world. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why are we the only people that want to do these jobs? How is this constructed for us? Mm. So that's when I believe to think that this stuff is marketed on us. What we want to do is in the arenas of things that they want us, they want to push us in this area. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Just like with your kid, with my sons, I got them in computers. I push them in the area where I want them to be. Yeah, I don't let them just choose.
Don't choose. You know what I mean? Nope.
No, it don't work like that.
Yeah. Man, my daughter in karate. She in ballet.
Right.
She in piano. Mm-hmm. And she in dance.
Yeah.
How much options is she gonna have now?
She don't get to choose.
She don't
get to choose.
And that's beneficial because y'all fathers and y'all children's life, something that the kids growing up in the 80s, they didn't have it. Our fathers was on the booger sugar. Most of the fathers was on the booger sugar around that time, though, man. To be honest, but what you think about that, though, guy? Is free will free? Because it said in the Bible that God gives us free will to do anything we want to do, but the government creates consequences for your free will, your free choice.
Right. So that's why it's important for you to make the right one. Because if you make the wrong one, you see what's going on. And plus this is the thing with Durk, man, like you was an example to people and you was a Muslim.
He became a Muslim after
he became a Muslim. Yeah. No, he's been since Dad got out of jail.
His
father was a Muslim.
In prison. His father
in prison. Mm-hmm. And his dad been home for some years now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he followed suit. But at the same time, bro, do you realize the influence that you've had? Now you done tricked yourself, bro. That's true. Because of a self-defense. It wasn't even, we seen the video of Von. Von bombed on Quando Rondo. Mm-hmm. And his mans was just doing what he was protecting the money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was protecting the money. So
the original beef was with NBA Youngboy, wasn't
it? Yeah, but they all had some. King Von was mad at NBA Youngboy because NBA Youngboy he didn't do features. Mm-hmm. And King Von felt some type of way, so he started dissing NBA. Mm-hmm. And then it just went from there.
Yeah.
But him and Quando Rondo was good at one point, and then I guess they had some stuff online or whatever. But my thing is this, bro. Like, just in a split decision, where you, like I said, don't have no discipline, and you don't have, and you go out here and you do something, you die, just like that, get killed.
I wonder if he had a father too, though, because that emotion. Because him to jump the way he jumped off of emotion was crazy, though. That's what Rob was talking about. People that he see.
No, he didn't have no dad.
He couldn't have had. How he jumped up at that car ready to fight with you couldn't have. You didn't know if they had a pistol or not. And
right, yo. Like, what makes you think somebody just gonna let you jump on there?
You super
these days.
Yeah.
We didn't give a damn about you being a serial killer. We didn't give a damn about the shit you done did in Chicago.
Right. But do we think this is gonna be the last? Like, think about it like this.
Hell no.
Is this gonna be the last brother that do this?
Nope.
Do we think this gonna be the last brother? Like, it's gonna be some more brothers. Shouldn't this was my thing. We done had enough experiences where we done seen it wrong so many times that where it gotta be a conspiracy by me keep seeing people doing the same thing over and over again. Now, going to the NBA, you getting paid, I can understand that. NFL. But you can't mean to tell me that you keep seeing people die, go to jail every time, and you keep entering yourself into this draft, and you keep doing the same thing.
Man, I love what you're saying because I seen it, and the first time I really experienced it, like, man, I got jammed up in something that wasn't worth what they was offering me. I was like, good
right.
God. You know how I'm gonna tell you how they present it to you too. This, like, if y'all ain't never been in no serious jail situation, how they presented it to me, they said, Trevor Jackson, you're looking at 1,345 months. I said, huh? What?
Add that up.
40. I can't even add it up. Hold up, give me a calculator. I ain't even had no phone back then. I was like, damn, 13. I went home and had to figure it out after I left the lawyer's office. I was like, damn, they offering me that. So they used that in that time. And once I dealt with that, I removed myself from that whole situation. I left the game completely alone because it wasn't worth. It's not worth it. Nothing about it is worth it. The money ain't worth it. The attention ain't worth it. Seeking acceptance from other individuals, it's just not worth it, man. But I want to get to some more topics before we get to an hour too, y'all.
Yeah.
What do y'all got to say in closing in this Durk situation? What's your thoughts in closing?
My thoughts in this is, like you say, the government is at Durk, but this is more serious thing that we need to look at. I don't think we just need to look at it as a Durk situation. We need to look at it as we can't let the government have the say so in our community. We got to be able to check brothers and be able to check our community before we letting the government just discipline us and take our money. And y'all did wrong. Y'all go back and be poor. I just don't like that part of it in my closing. That's all.
I mean, neither.
In my closing, he done.
Barbecue chicken.
Straight barbecue chicken because ain't no way in hell I'm finna let somebody trick me off my square when I'm out here providing for my family.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can't. That's it.
Barbecue chicken. It. Okay.
Just dumb.
We all of us seen the Candace Owens Nick Cannon conversation, right? I'm gonna play the first clip. Y'all gotta listen to it now because we're gonna talk about this.
For us to win, but it's not really designed for anyone to win except for that top 3 or 1%. So, and
yet remarkably,
right.
And this is the thing that I can't understand because it's a paradox.
Yeah.
Black America will say, this system wasn't built for us, and yet they insist on more system. Right. The first thing they do is say, we need reparations. Well, how's that going to happen? We need more government. And I just go, have you paid attention to anything that has happened in this country? Right. Have you paid attention and gone backward and understood how you got into this predicament? How you could possibly think it's almost an abusive relationship. Like the solution is I just got to go back to that person that just keeps punching me in the face. Right. That's where Black America is at right now. Right. It's almost I understand it, to be clear. I am compassionate in understanding, because of how much I've studied the history of psychology, that it was nearly impossible for Black Americans not to land up on the left-leaning side, not to believe that, white people were their number one enemies. They sat down and thought, you get these people into public school and we will fill them with garbage. for the first 18 years of their lives, right? So that's hard to undo, right?
Right.
That you're being intentionally targeted in a government classroom, and they are selling to you every day that you are a victim on purpose. This is they want you to come out the other side and insist on more governance, because that's the ultimate goal is to recreate slavery and not even have Black Americans know that they're slaves. The perfect slave is a person that doesn't know they're a slave, right?
Hit it on the head.
And that's Black America. Black America will literally say the absolute most about how bad government is while insisting that we have more government.
Dang.
That was deep, bro.
Yeah.
If she didn't break that down like that,
Amazing, man.
It's people that'll listen to that and be mad at her for saying that. She talking bad about Black people.
no, she's not. She's basically saying, you know what? This is what the hell it is. Like, what you see is what you, like, and she said, like, with the schooling, bro, like, it started with, like, the schooling. Like, if you pay attention, I'm going back. It's going to be, like, I'm going back and I'm looking at it like, bro, what she's saying is correct. She wants y'all to be angry. Y'all want, they want us to be angry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely want to be angry.
18 years of non-beneficial stuff. Then you go to college and get $200,000 in debt to make $70,000 a year to contribute to their structure that's not beneficial for your life, for you to retire at 67, 70 years old to get $1,500 a month and die.
And think about it like this. No, but look at it like this. Before segregation, right? How was we then when we had our own situation, when we had to be segregated? We had to be put out on our own to where we didn't have to pay for nobody else's rent and mortgage and all of this. We had our own stuff. So now it's just crazy to see where we at now, you know.
You know, Judge Joe Brown said something on my podcast that you brought it back to me with what you said, Rob. He said that before the 60s, Black people was better off. He said, look how they dressed. Look at the cars they had when it was Black Power, Black Panther, and Black Power. Look at Los Angeles when they was driving those old school cars and wearing tuxedos and shit when we was separated, when we was our own entity. He said
that was the most money we ever had. I don't care about what we see right now. I would say that we see right now.
Black Wall Street was a prime example.
Yeah.
He said when Martin Luther King integrated us, he had the power to integrate us and make us coexist with other races and become dependent on what they had to give us.
Mm.
And listen to what Candace talking about. We slaves and don't know we slaves. Because we
bro. That's crazy that you say that, because now that I look back at Martin Luther King, bro, that was a fucking agenda.
Yeah.
Because he was meeting with JFK. That was an agenda, bro.
Just to see how we got here. Yeah, I mean, look at it. To see how we got here, man, to see where we at from here. You cannot tell me that it benefited us being in this system. Yeah, we got jailed. We got cocaine got pushed on the community. We got a lot of people with
guns, the promotion. Gangs. People give you $1 million to promote a gang. They gave Snoop Dogg millions of dollars to promote Crippin' in LA. Promote this. We love it. The kids are following him. He got followers. Let me play another Candace clip and we can go further into the discussion.
Okay.
Welfarism did this to Black America. It is a fact that in the 1950s, under Jim Crow, that Black Americans were outpacing white Americans in terms of growth. Well, what happened was, despite there being Jim Crow, or because of Jim Crow, Black Americans couldn't rely on government. There is this simple thing that when your back is against the wall, you will fight, you know? And so then LBJ, who was the most racist president. I mean, this man was dropping the hard R-N word for breakfast every day. He hated Black Americans. And yet, we learned in public school that he was our savior because he inked the Civil Rights Bill. But he had to.
That wasn't by choice.
Literally, he had a figurative gun to his head.
Yeah.
And there's more stuff that he did in terms of trying, you know, the draft, wanting Black Americans to die first in Vietnam. He was so committed to racism. And he said, I'll have these N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And in one fellow swoop, signed welfareism in. And that's what broke down our families. Black America will literally say the absolute most about how bad government is while insisting that we have more government.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
Hey, she be on her square. What? Now I'm gonna start it off.
Bro, I'm surprised they ain't trying to take her out.
me too, fam. Me too. And it ain't even funny, but I had to laugh.
Bro, that's crazy.
What did welfare do for Black people?
Not a damn thing.
Like she said, man, when your back is against the wall, listen, when you feel like you got some assistance, that's why as men, we got to know how to train our men. You know what I mean? Because now that you see this, you know that when you feel like you got somebody that, you ever known somebody that has some money and they had somebody around them, the dude that's around them, they don't never really try to do anything. They just try to stay right up under him. They don't try to be great in their own self. They always try to, it's money here, so I could just
be lackadaisical, and the person with the money is cool with you being dependent on him. He don't want to see you evolve. He don't want to call. If I'm the nigga with the millions, I don't want to call up Rob and give him the game because he won't be dependent on me no more. I don't want to call up Guy and give him the game because he don't want to be dependent on me no more. Me, personally, y'all, if I can do it, y'all already know this about me. If I can do it, it's done for free. Because guess what? If you evolve, I evolve. But people don't look at it like that, fam. People hold back information. God can't give you the game on how to get these trucks and these 18-wheelers and this business and this and get these real estate license and get these millions and shit. And they want to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? So they can keep you dependent. And that's what the government has done to niggas in the Democratic Party. And niggas want it because they want the food stamps. They want the Obama phone. They want the $25,000 Kamala talking about so they can be first-time homeowners because they ain't never owned a home and they don't see no other way of owning a home. And they're going to use our tax dollars to do it.
Right.
That's fucked up.
It's a lose-lose situation, man. We don't need nobody, really. We just need what's ours. We need what was done to us. You can cut us that check for that. But after that, let us be, man. Let us be.
Leave us the fuck alone. Straight up.
You know what I like about us talking about this? People be like, Trev, he a Trump supporter. I can hear it in his voice. I ain't said nothing about Trump. Fuck Trump. At the end of the day. But if these people say that they black folk, Obama and Kamala, y'all niggas got to be looking out for the niggas. Y'all got to be giving game to the niggas. Don't be trying to swindle us out of some money too, man. Y'all
bro, I did not. That thing that Obama said when he addressed us as men, I felt some type of way. If I could have seen Obama, I probably would have slapped the shit out of him. Because, bro, you don't get up there and degrade us and down talk us like we the reason why this woman ain't in office.
Yeah.
Like she ain't did shit to the black community.
Yeah.
I'm in California. I know what she did.
Yeah. You know about that, about the 90s bill and all of them bills.
Come on, bro. Like, ain't nobody stupid.
Right.
But you want to get on national, you want to get on broadcast TV and down talk us like we the reason why. No.
Yeah.
No.
Talk, guys.
For real?
It's like bro, that shit pissed me off. And I was like, you know what? If anything, that will swindle, bro. That will make somebody change a lane on you.
For real. I don't knock people from voting for Trump. I don't care because I feel like the Democrats is gonna say, look, man, if you vote for them over there, man, it's like they're trying to scare you into
doing what they want you to do.
Yeah. Right. So I can't respect that. I respect if you give me the option to choose. And it don't seem like the Republican Party and Trump them is too much trying to, hey, vote here or you ain't black. I don't, we're not hearing that rhetoric. But still, we need to care for ourselves. We can't be looking for no other party but, some Black Panther Party or some brothers who put something together. These are gonna be the people who gonna really make the change. You know what I'm saying?
The main thing to me, fam, is brothers gotta unify. If we can't unify, we ain't gonna have nothing, man. I don't even wanna I don't wanna stay on this too long because this heavy and I like the where we going, fam. Look, can we lighten it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Y'all wanna lighten up the conversation, man?
Yeah, for real, man.
Do y'all want to close? Do y'all want to close that out in y'all thoughts? I'll give y'all the opportunity. Please close that out. What y'all think about? Do black people, is assistance from the government helping us, or is it hindering us? And did welfare ruin the black community? In closing,
it was meant to ruin the black community, so that's exactly what it did.
Okay,
that's exactly what it did. We got to call a spade, bro.
Exactly.
Like. Even today, women are still on it, and yet they still don't see the problem.
Yeah,
but yet they need to understand that, bro. You need to get out here and get it.
Yeah, that's facts.
This one exactly. We got to get. We did it before.
We did it before.
It's in history that shows you that we done got together and got a lot of money.
Yeah,
bro. We don't need them. Bro, we have so much money that's circulating. Imagine all the money that they spend on Gucci, Prada, all that bullshit, and it circulate through the black community the way it does. Bro, they gonna be pissed because guess what? They gonna have to shut the fuck down.
Instantly.
We sending their kids to college, paying for their tuition.
$1 trillion a year.
Oh, yeah.
So what? Like at the end of the day, bro. Like yes. They put shit in place for us to fail, and we fail for the okie doke. That's just what it is. And this system, like they say, the system was never built for us. That means all they damn systems is not built for us, not just one.
Yeah.
Right. It ain't nothing that's gonna work.
There's nothing that's gonna work. There's a reason why they got rid of the Black Wall Street. They got rid of the shit that we was doing because they seen us without them. And they seen that our economic power without them is stronger than their power.
Then their power together, yeah. That's crazy.
So at the end of the day, you really got it. I mean, like I said, call a spade. Bro, the systems that they have in place are not for us. Never have been. They wasn't built for us. They weren't created for us. They was created to destroy us.
That's facts.
It's working.
I love that.
It's working.
Your thoughts, Rob, in closing.
Oh man, he had a good one there. Yeah, I feel like the systems is killing us, and there's nothing we can do. Only thing we can accept from them is reparations from the land and the money we lost and the lives we lost.
That's all we want.
Other than that, that's all we can get. And other than that, you gotta let us be, and we have to be able to figure it out ourselves like the other people do.
Quit playing, give us what we deserve, and leave us alone. That's all we ask for. That's all I gotta say in closing. If you want to assist us, give us what we ask for and leave us alone. Leave us to dry. Make things higher, do what you want to, create inflation, but give us what we deserve and leave us alone. But thank y'all, brothers, man. I'm gonna lighten it up though. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I know you're enjoying this conversation. Like to get us in the algorithm. Go in the description. I'm gonna put Rob's channel, Water God TV, in the description. God, I know he coming on, man. I was excited. I'm ready for
bro.
Yeah.
I had some stuff go down. So yeah, we definitely gonna pick back up this week. This week coming up for sure. So
and God, he gonna send me his links, and they gonna be in the description of this episode. But I want to lighten the conversation up, and I want to see if what y'all take is on this right here, fam. Talk to me.
Created one of the greatest movie franchises in our culture. Is it coming back Friday?
Yeah, it's coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Well, me and him could be janitors in the movie. And I can chase him around and some shit. Like, and it's gonna be some big surprises, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna do what we need to do to make it dope, make it funny. Bring it up to date. Introduce new characters. Bring back the old characters. Just create that feeling that the movie gives you of people love Friday because everybody pretty much experienced
it was real,
that.
Man.
Everybody,
you high? Well, high. He wiped his shit off. Like, what the fuck? That's some high shit. But I still look high.
Everybody in there, every character in there, somebody know that from some name, know that person from around their way.
Hey, but you know what though? Salute the Cube. My question to y'all though is should Cube end the series and just leave it the way it is, the way we love it, or do we need a new one?
This is how I feel about it, man. I followed this story big, back when he was first announcing it. I'm kind of disappointed in Cube for this one reason, because that movie Friday was so authentic. He put it together. He, did everything, and then he gave it to, Hollywood to produce it, to try to and I feel like when we go this route, they manipulate our good movies, and now it's hard for him to put another movie out. He going through all of this. We need to be able to handle our own movies, do our own stuff, and not have to get help and ask people for permission to drop movies and stuff. It just aggravates me, man, to see our people go through so much to release something, bro. You know what I mean?
That's fact.
So
that's interesting take, though. What's your take, guy? Because I got something to say about that too, Rob. But
I think for me, man, I think he needs to do another one, but he needs to tap in with Tyler Perry and 50 Cent and use their studios, and then go through their channels, because at the end of the day, he got his own. He got his own, his own little entertainment business and stuff like that. So I think he's going to shed light on new comedians, which is going to open the door for a lot of other people, which is going to get people into other movies, and it's going to do exactly what it did for Day Day, which Mike Epps and everybody that was involved with that franchise. Because when Friday came out, you can't tell me you didn't know every word from watching that shit 50 times in that summer.
Exactly. But I feel like Cube could have produced another one. I feel like he could have produced back to back stuff, but it's like, come on, man. Like,
but when you got
to do us,
when you going into other avenues that he's in, like he got a whole league now with Big Three. You know what I'm saying? And then he got other stuff. So he said he had the script, but it's all about people taking the script. You know what I'm saying? So they're changing, and that's one thing he said he didn't want to do, bro. He said one thing he done. You're not changing my script around.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I guess we just ain't gonna do it.
Exactly.
You know what's crazy?
So
go ahead, guy. My fault.
So to me, Cube's standing on business, and now I think he finally got the money and the backing to do his movie, because that's what Hollywood do, bro. They'll turn a straight man into a gay man real quick.
That's what they want to do. You right.
And like Cat Williams said, he played Money Mike, but Money Mike was supposed to get raped in that bathroom, and he's like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
All of that.
And that's why you seen him with them crunching on your balls, and he got chased down the street.
And that was probably better than if he had got poked in the scene.
Right. So
I listen to both of y'all talk. I keep when I do podcasts with people, because I do podcasts by myself, I love having people on, because I want to go to Rob first. Have you ever been to LA before, fam?
I've been to nope, I ain't been to LA, man. I've been to Vegas, Arizona.
I can understand. Now, if you in LA, I can understand being there multiple times. I can understand how Cube sold the franchise, or he wanted a contribution from the Hollywood and from the people to be, because it's everywhere. The movies, that's the movie capital of the world. I can understand that. I might not agree to it, but I can understand it, because that's where we didn't grow up over there.
Right. Got you. It's we free, like, yo, you got to get out the mud in the South.
I got family that was in the music. I mean, that was in the movie business. My cousin played them boys in the hood.
Yeah, that's like working at.
My cousin was the one that shot Ricky in the back.
See? Right. Okay.
That's my cousin.
Yeah.
That's crazy too. That's crazy.
Right.
What's big business in Florida, fam? Where are you located at? What's a company?
Big business is
the biggest business.
Biggest business is the boats. I think carving the boats.
So that's what you can go down there, right down there, probably, and get a job easily at the boats or tourist or whatever. That's what the movie scene is in Los Angeles.
Cali.
Yeah. So he probably like, man, I'm going to make this film for $50,000. They're going to give me $50 million for it. I'm getting ready to sell it and make me. You know what I'm saying? That's how he looking at it. He probably was looking at it like a hustle. But what God said, okay. I want to. What you think about that though, first, Rob? Before I give what God said, because I heard God talk. He said something interesting too.
You saying that? Yeah, in they culture over there, they was already into. Okay, we got to sell this to Hollywood. Right, but we see Master P, we seen Ice Cube, we seen them put these movies together, and we know it was from them. It was from the culture. It was from the hood. It ain't have no backing. I'm just looking at it like we don't need, like, what do we need for another culture to come in to show our culture how it is?
Is it enough niggas support to get it in Regal Cinemas, though?
Or, yeah, you're right. It's not enough support. But look what happened with the Suge Knight and Dame Dash and Jay Prince, and they tried to form that little record label. And they said
somebody snitched.
It gotta be a way that where they don't want us to look independent and strong and unite, because it's gonna just make everything else crumble.
I didn't think about that. That is true. It's a structure to that to hinder.
It's people. A structure, because if I see you did something without no help of anybody else, you're gonna be like, I don't need no help of nobody else neither. I seen a brother do it like that. But if we see everybody like, oh man, we need a loan. Oh man, we got to go to the white man for this. It's like you probably gonna think you got to do the same thing.
I ain't trying to cut you short, Rob. I'm trying to keep it under an hour. I'm gonna ask God. No, you ain't going in. I love this show. I want us to come back again one time. This shit.
For sure.
I'm gonna tell y'all this shit gonna be lit when it's uploaded. Y'all gonna see. But God, you said something, and then we're gonna close out so we can keep it under an hour so I can make sure that it's high quality. You said that they should use Tyler Perry or 50 Cent studios. That caught my attention because if they use their studios, will it still have that LA authentic Los Angeles feel that it had? And can he do that again?
Yeah.
He can't.
Yeah. He can do it again. He can do it again. Because LA don't even look the same like it used to look. He could definitely do it again.
Palm trees dead out that motherfucker now.
Bro, they everywhere. But yeah, you can do it again. I mean, hey, he can make it. And the reason why I say Tyler Perry and 50 Cent is because they got the studios. Like, look at Tyler Perry, bro. When you go down to Atlanta, bro, Tyler Perry Studios is right there. And it's big as shit.
But can it feel like LA though? It can't nothing feel like LA when you're in LA.
Yeah, right. But at the same time, it's a different time, bro. Who's to say that the movie didn't move? Who's to say that somebody didn't pick up and the storyline is taking place somewhere else?
Oh shit. Okay, I like it.
So you can give it, you can switch it up. That don't mean it ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah.
You still gonna have the same act, you still gonna have them funny actors, that's the crew. That's the cast. No matter where that cast go, the shit's still gonna be lit. Because it's the cast.
That cast halfway dead. Ain't Ezel dead? Pop's dead. Yeah. Shit, them the main two to me. Yeah.
Smokey was a main one too, man. So long as they could bring him and old boy back from Atlanta who be trying to act like him, I think they'll
DC Young Fly.
Yeah. DC Young Fly.
I don't think they'll be able to do. Well, Chris Tucker need to humble himself, man. Like we said, we need to unite. Humble yourself, nigga. One time.
Yeah, but he didn't like the weed smoking and all of that. He kind of was like, he didn't want to do nothing to bring down the culture. I kind of respect that, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. You got to find
the culture or his image?
His image.
Image too, yeah.
His image.
Spent that on them, yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We need to do
this. You, bro.
We need to do this again, man.
For sure. Man. Oh yeah. Nice meeting you, Rob, man. I'm gonna tap in with you, bro.
For real, man. We're gonna tap in and do some shows. For real.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna send you a link to his channel, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for being on the show. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the show. Subscribe, look at the links in the description, and we gone, man. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.